So tell me something. You think you got what it takes to join the mob? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Joe of All Vapes. So, you want to get in with the mob, huh? I don't know if you got what it takes to get in with the mob. I don't think I got what it takes, but luckily it ain't up to me, right? It's up to the folks who made Mobliquid. So, that's what we're talking about today. Now, I've been in contact with the guys at Mobliquid, the Mazzolas, out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Awesome, awesome people. It's a couple, actually, a married couple, Alex Mazzola and his wife. I've been in contact with his wife for quite some time, since about the beginning of this year. And my apologies that it has taken me this long to get this great liquid through review. But I mean, I've got a handful of this stuff, and I like to do it very fair and take my time and really get into the grips of the flavors here. So, Mob e-liquid. Why Mob? Why not, for one thing? But there's a big story behind this. Incidentally, this is one of the big boys here out of Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Tony the Ant Spilotro. Now, you're going to find one of those flavors in one of the bottles of Mob e-liquid. Of course, there's a little bit of story behind this big boy, too. There's a big story behind all of it. It's a good one. I'll keep it pithy, but I'm not going to say it here because it's just, you know, I want to focus on the flavors and get through this stuff, but rest assured, it is a very interesting story, and I will put it in the description below. So let's get to this. Now, this is the flavor card that was sent to me from the Mazzolas, and as you can see, each one of the flavors is based behind an old-time mobster, really. So let's take it bit by bit here. You got the Jeweler, you got Blitzstein, Luciano, Gotti, Siegel, Spilotro, and Capone. Now, if none of y'all recognize any of the names on this, you need to hit up Google and start watching some movies, man. Let me tell you, okay? I grew up watching these kind of movies. Miss Mazzola, Mrs. Mobliquid knows what I'm talking about, right? So let me just give you a brief description into the flavor profiles here. Now, the Jeweler is actually based behind Alex Mazzola's father. He was a jeweler too, a famous big boy out in Las Vegas, Nevada, way back in the day. That's why it's called the Jeweler. And that is fresh berries and pieces of kiwi blended with creams, then sprinkled into a cup of your favorite yogurt. And it is very light and very refreshing. Berries on the inhale, creamy yogurt on the exhale. And that's pretty much what I got. The Capone, creamy custard blended with strawberries and bananas, then drizzled with vanilla. Blitzstein, super flavorful guava mixed with our smooth signature menthol, really makes this flavor pop. And let me tell you, pop is exactly what it does. Spilotro, bubblegum mixed with some tropical fruits. This juice will keep you guessing what makes it so delicious. And we'll get into all of it, man. Luciano, smooth and subtle on the inhale. Then on the exhale, you taste an incredible warm blueberry muffin. This stuff is so good. Let me tell you, it's, yeah, right up my alley. Siegel, splashes of tropical pineapples mixed with zesty oranges that make this flavor a citrus frenzy. And last but not least, Gotti. Mr. John has pieces of honeydew drenched in vanilla custard and creams, then layered on top with slices of banana. Now, I don't know if Mr. John Gotti would have gone for something like this. You know, maybe they know more than I do, but I definitely dig it. This one is, incidentally, this is the vape you were seeing at the beginning of the video right here. This is an incredible flavor. Just sweet, creamy, layers upon layers. Let me tell you, there's a lot going on in here. So we're gonna start with, first of all, I just want to say these flavors are some of the most unique I've tried up to date. It really is a very unique texture of quality and flavor, and just the palate. My palate just kind of went crazy on this stuff, right? I mean, 7 outrageous flavors to choose from, and it really did take me back how much that they put into this. And I'm talking about creativity. You can have one flavor here and here and here and here and here. You can have your base flavors, you know what I'm saying? But they put something into each one of these that really made it solid and unique. So we're gonna break them down pithy, but solid. So let's start with the Siegel. So, like I said, splashes of tropical pineapples mixed with zesty oranges make this flavor a citrus frenzy. First of all, let's look at the label. High quality label, very glossed out. All right, got your percentage going on there. And then you've got yourself an awesome high quality picture of the actual old school mobster, the namesake of the juice, and then you got a brief little description of the juice going on there. So that's pretty much the mainstay on all of these bottles. Really a lot of quality work and time that went into this. This is Alex Mazzola's baby, and let me tell you something, brother. You put in some quality work into these flavors. I am really overwhelmed with all of the flavor quality that went into this. This is really awesome stuff. So the Seagull was a really awesome citrusy orange flavor to it. I mean, we're talking about pineapples, oranges. It's a really solid mixture. So, I mean, the pineapple sort of has that tart sweet to it. Orange has a little bit more of a mellow tartness to it, but I mean, it really is a pop. It's very refreshing. I mean, it tastes like I should be having this with breakfast, right? It's bright. It's just it's something that just kind of lightens up every flavor, every taste bud in your mouth. You definitely want to vape more, and it's a really nice contrast in between some of the heavier flavors of e-juice out there. This whole line kind of keeps you guessing. So. I really enjoyed the Seagull. And this is my absolute favorite. This one is the Gotti, okay? Got Mr. John Gotti going right there. Rest in peace, brother. This was really amazing stuff for me. Like I said, I mean, I love bananas. I love that sweet, kind of creamy taste to the bananas as it is. Banana has a great way of mellowing out pretty much any flavor that you get together. And with the honeydew melon, you have that sweetness, that really kind of base sweetness of the honeydew. I love melon flavors as it is, but then they throw in layers of cream in there, and wow, just an awesome mixture, a combination that is just awesome in the morning and the evening. This is definitely an all-day vape for me. The Gotti is definitely my favorite out of the 7. And now the Jeweler, God rest his soul. This one is a really good flavor. I enjoyed it a lot. You got the description on the side here: fresh berries and pieces of kiwi blend with creams, then sprinkled onto a cup of your favorite yogurt. And what they were saying on the inhale and the exhale, you do taste that creamy yogurt flavor. This was a really good complementary mixture here. You got the kiwi, you got some fresh berries going on in there. And then, the cream, the subtlety of the cream. And yogurt kind of has its own flavor to it anyways. A little creamy, a little tart. It's a nice consistency. I mean, who hasn't thrown in some fresh fruit into, a big bowl of yogurt and just, really enjoyed it on a nice spring or a summer day? This one's a really refreshing vape for me on a hot day. It's like I get a whole lot of hot days here in Oregon in the middle of spring, right? But it's a really good, pleasant flavor. I was vaping on some of this today, and it definitely does have that inhale-exhale contrast, which I dig because there's so many flavors out there that, it's just base on the inhale, base on the exhale. It's pretty lackluster. It's not bad for the first taste go around, but in the end, let's face it, it's going to end up being a force vape just so you don't waste it because you're low on your vape cash. You know what I'm saying? So the Jeweler was top notch. So I really enjoyed that one too. Now, Spilotro, bubble gum with a little bit of tropical fruit and some extra something going on in there, some extra flavors going on, and actually it's pretty much listed as some special mixture of their own personal concoction in there. This one definitely does keep you guessing. I love bubblegum vapes. It's kind of fun. It's something just a little bit different. It just kind of toys around with your not so typical vape, right? And it's sweet, it's enjoyable, and there definitely is some unique flavor contrast going in there. I'd say some, kind of an exotic fruit mixture, something like that. Not your typical bowl of mixed berries and fruit salad is what I'm saying. So it's not just the bubble gum, but it's definitely an enticing flavor, and it will keep you guessing. I really enjoyed this. It's a complex mixture, but still comes across as pretty low key and pretty just enjoyable. So it's pretty unique along with the rest of the mix. Next one is Luciano, right? Okay, so this one is blueberry muffin, and Here's the cool thing about this, folks. This is probably one of the truest of flavored, to the actual blueberry muffin, whatever the base flavor of the description, the profile of the juice is. Literally tastes like a lightly flavored, warm, buttery blueberry muffin. It wasn't ultra heavy. And I think that where a lot of e-juice brands can go wrong is that they'll take a flavor and then they'll start straying from the formula. Not that it doesn't taste like what they're trying to say it does, but that it is so strong and so deep and so heavy. It just pounds in your face. I mean, if it's a good flavor, cool, but don't drive it home to the point where we want to drive away from it. You know what I mean? This is very light. It's very fresh, and I mean, you can taste it all in there. You can taste the cake, you can taste the blueberry. It's subtle, but it is still very flavorful. The inhale is warm and kind of buttery. The exhale is the blueberry with a little bit of a cakey texture to it. It was spot on. It's really a good compliment, especially since these guys are coming out with a line of muffin flavored e-juices here pretty soon in the future. So inspiration perhaps, who knows, but definitely, I mean, these guys know what they're doing when it comes to mixology, so I'm going to give them some props on that. Now the Capone. I know thoughts of Geraldo Rivera are popping up in your mind right about now, right? So the Capone is creamy custard blend with strawberries and bananas, then drizzled with vanilla. This was really enjoyable for me. The one thing that I will say is that I think the strawberry came through out of this vape a little bit heavier than the banana. It was a nice mixture, but I didn't taste a whole lot of the banana in there. And maybe I was suffering from a bad case of vapor's tongue. I don't know. I try and separate the brands as far out as possible. With doing about 3 to 4 vape reviews a week, I definitely, if I take that break, man, I'm 24 hours and I'm just chugging water the whole time. You know what I'm saying? But this was a really good taste for me. The vanilla and the cream really came through. The subtlety of that, along with the strawberry, the tartness and the sweetness, was a really nice combination. And I did taste a little bit of the banana, but I think, at least for me, I don't know, it could have been just a little bit more of an even blend of the two. But like I said, it might just be my tongue. It was a really good flavor, though. I did enjoy it greatly. And, once again, top notch on the mixology on this one. It's really good stuff. And now the Blitzstein. So the Blitzstein was definitely my favorite besides the Gotti out of these two. Now, basically just because I love a good menthol vape. Guava is an exotic tropical fruit. Now, you got your tropicals and then you got your exotics. And there definitely is a strong flavor contrast between the two. It's not your typical fruit. It's sweet, it's subtle, and strong all at the same time. It's a very unique, complex flavor. Being that it is an exotic flavor paired with a really good quality menthol, really just tops it off. And that's exactly what this is. This is their own brand of solid top quality menthol with a nice guava. It's perfect on the inhale. The exhale is a sweet. The menthol really hits you from the get-go, but it doesn't pound you in your face. I mean, it's not so overly powerful it starts making your nose run and your eyes water. You know what I'm saying? It's a really, really super refreshing vape. I love a good menthol, and I do enjoy guava vapes. So this was not just a good mixture, in my opinion, it was a really unique one. I've never seen a guava menthol vape on the market yet before I met these guys and tasted Mob e-liquid. So, it's definitely thinking outside the box, which I think is something you really need to do. If you're an e-juice manufacturer, coming up with common flavors can't be where you end. It's got to be the jumping off point. It can be the base, but then you've got to think to yourself, what do I like? What out there is already selling really high and really high quality? Find the best ingredients, cater to a specific market and a particular flavor, and above all, never ever be afraid to sell a brand that only you believe in. Doesn't mean that nobody else is going to buy it, because eventually somebody out there is going to relate to you and they're going to say, you know what, this says me too. This is what I'm all about. And Mobliquid is definitely some flavors that I'm all about. We're talking complex, innovative, and still down to the base quality of what we all enjoy, but with extra time and intention going into the mixology of these flavors. These are some of the more complex flavors that I've tasted as yet, and really enjoyable, not just pleasurable, but enjoyable, because it's not, I can read one and it says orange or apple or cherry or bubblegum or menthol or what have you. But everything that they're putting into these on top of that, and they kind of keep you guessing with their secret formulas and mixtures and house flavors and stuff like that. I really enjoyed these flavors. Mobliquid definitely has a great quality line going on here, and that's not their only line. So setting these aside, we've got two more lines that I'm going to be reviewing for these guys. So Creamy Clouds, 3 amazing creamy flavors. I mean, with a name like Creamy Clouds, tell me the flavor card alone doesn't make your mouth water, am I right? And then last but not least, Moo Man e-liquid. I mean, strawberry milk, cream, awesomeness. How can you go wrong? You know what I'm saying? So these are 2 from Mob e-liquid that are going to be coming up in a very soon in a future review here. Also going to be touching base on their Nothing But Muffins, brand new brand coming out very soon. So I'm going to be touching base on those. Hopefully I'll be reviewing those as well. I'm going to get these other 2 down so I can get a little bit of credit where credit is due. The Mazzolas are awesome people. They really put a lot of time and patience into getting me the product so that yours truly, Joe of All Vapes, could show the world what these guys are all about. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that know about these guys, but still there's a lot more that don't. So quality brand. Going to Mobliquid on Instagram. Definitely give them a follow. Check out their page. They got some awesome tricksters and cloud blowers on there. I highly recommend you try these flavors. Get a hold of them, and if you can't find these guys in your local stores, DM the Mazzolas, Alex and his wife. They're awesome, down to earth, really cool people, and I'm sure they'll do their best to try and find whatever stores are around your area that carry these. And if they don't, they'll probably try and bust them in there for you. So coming up on some future reviews here, we've got a lot going on, and within the next month, my March Mod Madness campaign is really going to be cool. I've got 7 companies, 7 so far, that are donating their custom mods to me so that I can break those down piece by piece, unit by unit. Different offers that they have, or different things that each box offer, I should say. Different shapes, sizes, colors. You got some regulated, unregulated PWMs, series, parallel. I mean, you name it. Wattage and voltage up the wazoo. But there are so many of these creators out within, around the world right now. Basically what I wanted to do is just show you guys all the different options that are available out there. I mean, we can get some really high quality mods from some great people made in the United States and, catered just to your custom desires. So it's going to be a great campaign. I'm going to be posting real soon about that this week coming up to show you just each one of the brand names that I'm going to be working with. So check that out, please. I've got also another giveaway coming up next month. I haven't decided what company to go with. I've got a lot of awesome companies that are donating me for these giveaways, but looks like it's probably going to be the Pie Guys E-Juice. These guys are my awesome sponsors. They've given me a shirt and 3 bottles, each one of their flavors, for a custom giveaway. And not only that, you're going to be getting some extra little Joe of All Vapes goodies to go along with that too. So as soon as I compile everything, I'll take a picture of it, post it on Instagram, and then you guys can get all jogged up and excited and enter the contest, because it's going to be a great contest. I really love putting these things together. I end up meeting a lot of great people, and I mean, who doesn't like free stuff? You know what I'm saying? So within the next week, I'm also going to be getting into some e-juice subscription service reviews. As you guys know, I am a sponsored reviewer of Example Box. This is this month's review box. Haven't vaped on anything in here yet. I've opened it up, taken a look at it, but I haven't vaped any of it. I'm going to do the unboxing with you guys coming up next week, so that's coming up. I'm also the sponsored vape reviewer of a brand new e-juice subscription service company called Happy Juice. I have been in contact with Shiv, the owner and operator of Happy Juice. He's a really super awesome guy, very down to earth, very low drama, which, hey, this life presents enough drama as it is. Am I right? You know, I mean, vaping is not life. It's just a great part of our life. So the less drama we can involve in it, the more the rest of our life is really enjoyable to live. And every vape tastes just a little bit sweeter. You know what I'm saying? But Happy Juice is a brand new service in the beta testing point of its early infancy, if you will. Haven't even opened this up yet, and I'm really anticipating. I'm excited to give it a shot. There's a special discount code that I'm going to give everybody to try their first subscription service of Happy Juice. When that gets going, this is going to be reviewed next week, along as the sample box as well. Also, I've got an e-juice pack on the way that I'm going to be testing out, and I'm also going to be working with another company coming up here real soon. It's an e-juice subscription service. I'll reveal that to you guys on Instagram because I can't give it all to you right now. I've got to keep you guessing. So I want to announce my newest sponsor, which most of you on Instagram already know, Elixir Vape Co. Now, this is an awesome company with an amazing brand of e-juice specifically designed for purpose. And I'm talking about specific purposes. Breathing, getting you up in the morning, staying awake, calming you down, giving you a little bit of an extra help on the romantic end of your life. It's a really innovative new e-liquid that has really hit the market in waves. Billy Vernetti is the owner of Elixir Vape Co. And he has been, man, let me tell you, it's like I've known this guy for years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's rare that you genuinely connect with a person on a level that me and Billy have, and I know that we're gonna work really well together. If you're on Instagram, go to Elixir Vape Co. Check them out. Check out all the awesome flavors. Incidentally, my sponsor, Raf Mods, is a really big fan of Elixir Vape Co. What's up, Melanie? Once again, and you know, this is part of the community. This is what I'm talking about. It all spreads, and it spreads love, and it spreads enjoyment. You know, and we're making friends. We're doing something that we enjoy doing. Let's keep it that way, guys. Let's keep our heads above water, out of the drama, and enjoy life. Let's enjoy what we're doing. Live and let live. Don't worry about the small things. There's a lot of people out in this world that just enjoy doing what they do for the pleasure of doing it. Everybody has their own way of living, you know what I'm saying? So live and let live, vape on, and enjoy life. So that's all I got to say for this episode of Joe of All Vapes. Thank you once again for watching. And if you dig my reviews here on Joe of All Vapes on my YouTube channel, please spread the word to your friends, your family, your vape trickster buddies over at your local shop. Tell them to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go on to Instagram and check me out at joeofallvapes_2 on Instagram and give me a follow. Got some awesome giveaways going on right now, some even better ones in the future. Tons of stuff coming up within the rest of the year. So do me a favor, guys. Keep your coils wet, and may your wicks never be dry. Keep it cloudy, America.